Well, that was a unique day. You know, as a driver, I do plenty wrong on the racetrack. I think anybody that's ever driven against me can attest to that. I'm up front. If I make a mistake or I cause interference, if I believe fair is fair, I'll fess up to it. You know, what happened with White Tiger today, I had told Dan after the race, I just didn't feel like my horse came in. You know, I was out, he wasn't, and White Tiger will run in the last turn. It has his whole life, but for some reason he's not now. And in the last turn, I felt I held my ground. I wasn't really running in, and, you know, in fairness to Dan and the judges, more time, 90% of the time, I'd say, when a horse in the two-hole makes a break like that, it's usually the guy outside of him. It just is, especially at that part of the mile. I want to believe I didn't do anything wrong, but I looked at the replay 5-6 times. I really can't see Dan Rawlings' horse come out either. So maybe I was tight to him. I didn't think I was, and I didn't think I did anything wrong, but nevertheless, there was contact, and it was somebody's fault, and if it wasn't his, that only leaves me. So White Tiger was second, place 7th. Now, I guess if you're going to say, oh, is there, anything good come from today with that? 1, the horse is all right. 2, obviously he was fine. 2, he raced in a way he doesn't usually race well. First over for White Tiger is Spanish. He never has raced good first over in his life. Coming off a break, I didn't want to go into the turn with him and have him make a mistake again. I ended up behind horses that weren't that good. One second. Hey, Doc. Did you scope that horse? Johan?
Yeah.
How was he?
He didn't bleed. I told him to just count 10. He had about a 3 out of 5 of mucus.
So it's still there. I mean, you guys are treating it, trying to get it cleaned up. I wonder what do you want to do with him?
And I told him he's flipping his palate so easily right now.
So maybe we'll Baycox him a little bit and try and dry him up.
He's pretty good.
He did. He raced as good as he's raced. Maybe he raced pretty good today. I don't know. Maybe we'll try Baycox him then, and we'll.
Check his palate. Maybe I told him give him maybe a little bit of Dex.
Okay. I'll leave it up to you guys. All right. But if you want to, yeah, we'll do him.
White Tiger, he had just a little bit of mucus.
Yeah. Good. Okay. All right. Thanks. Thank you. So that was the veterinarian there. We had White Tiger and Johan scoped after the race. White Tiger, obviously, a little flat in the end of it, and that's his MO. When he gets used in the middle part of the mile, he does get a little flat and will do that. But I wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything else going on, so he said maybe a 1 out of 5 for mucus, maybe, but no blood, nothing, no irritation. So that's fine. Johan had bled a little bit of flecks of blood through his Lasix. Now, we don't give him a lot of Lasix, so I think Tim gave him a little bit more this time. So the way the Lasix program works, I don't exactly know how it works here because the Lasix amounts are different. I think it's different strength. In Ontario, you can give 3 to 5 cc's of Lasix. Now, the commissioned veterinarian gives it. You have to be to the paddock at a certain time. Tim had said he gave the lowest amount, so I think it's like 5 to 10 here. So it's a weaker strength Lasix, I would imagine. So he gave him a little bit more today. No blood, but there was mucus, and he said he flipped his palate easily. So again, we've been treating a lot of the horses as many horsemen do with Baycox that flip their palates easily. I think it's a knee-jerk reaction sometimes, but it does seem to help some of them. So we will go ahead and give some Baycox. We'll have the veterinarian treat him first part of the week with Baycox. Good news with Johan. I got parked to the half. I didn't want him on the front. I didn't want to cut him loose leaving the gate. I didn't care if I sat 5th on the outside. I'll circle back to the debacle in a minute. I didn't care if I sat 5th on the outside. I just wanted him finishing up his mile, and he was behaved. He didn't get aggressive on the outside. When I finally got to the rail, he shot through the inside, and I had to jostle him 3 or 4 times in the last 3/8 of the mile. And he actually finished up okay for him. Probably a mile 58.1, 58.2. That was a good mile for him. I was very happy with the way he behaved today, and no blood, so that's great. We get the right dosage of Lasix for him, and we can continue working on that mucus. And I think it's easy enough, at least treatment for now for Johan for his palate. We'll scope him after he races next time and see if there's any improvement. So a lot of the medications for these horses, because they can't talk, is trial and error. So There's a lot of things that go into making horses bleed, have mucus, flip their palate. There could be a number of things, a whole slew of things, and really what you're trying to do is the path, you're trying to treat them, but go down the path of least resistance. In this case, the mucus should be easy enough to treat. We've already stemmed the issue with the bleeding. And as far as the palate goes, Baycock should probably help that. So a good day for Johan, from what I've just heard from the veterinarian. Probably will be a better day next time. As far as White Tiger goes, very minimal amount of mucus. He raced pretty good. Hobbles were a little tight. Now I can't be here next week, so for those of you out there that own Spirited Dio and White Tiger, my partners on White Tiger, Johan, I'm in Lexington all next week. Tim's going to have a big week next week. Johan still fits a maiden, should be better. White Tiger drops down a class into the non-winners of 4,500. He should be very close. Oso Pine is coming here to race the non-winners of 3,000. He should be very close. The horse I just drove for Tim was second, beat half a length. He should be very close. So Tim Twaddle should have a huge week next week. We've set them up well. I wish that White Tiger fit a higher class by not being set back, but that's the way it is. I don't agree with the judge's decision in this case. I'm not going to apologize for it. I still don't think I did anything wrong, but clearly there was interference one way or another. I was the one that was set back. So the weird thing about the states is, too, you hit somebody in Canada and cause a break, you get a 3-day suspension. Here you get a $200 fine. So I even though I'm not going to be doing a ton of driving, I could have taken 3 days next week while I was in Lexington. There'll be no days needed. So a little frustrated with the call on White Tiger, but it happens, and he'll be back stronger next time. Johan raced very well. We saw that, you guys heard, if you could hear, the veterinarian gave his take on what he saw from the scope on Johan and White Tiger. Both of those horses should be better next week. And then just a tough day all around. I was driving a pacer that got jammed up and made a dirty break at the head coming to the 3/8, and man, oh man, I was sure I just got my bike back, brand new paint job, and I was sure, as soon as you ever been in an accident or you hear somebody say everything just happened in slow motion, I'm thinking to myself, when he sticks his toes in, I'm sitting fifth, that means there's 4 behind me. There goes one, bang, he hits my wheel and hits me, flattens my tire. There goes the other, there goes the other, and I'm like, oh, there's one more there. And he just missed me. I thought for sure he was going to smash my bike and I was going to be in a little bit of pain from various places. But it turned out I was very, very fortunate that it didn't happen. And not very happy about it. The judges called me after. They said, what happened there? I said, before or after I shit my pants? The guy laughed, and I said, honestly, I'm a little embarrassed to say I don't know. I didn't hear him grab a shoe. I had asked Ridge when we got jammed up, the gentleman in front of me, did I hit your wheel? And he said, no. He said, you hit the back of my seat, but that wouldn't make him do that. And it looked to me in the replay like he got caught up in something, like he hit a wheel, but he said he didn't. So still a little perplexing at the end of the day. I think Epic Union and I really need to part ways. Let me know more of that. And then in the last race with Tim's horse, I was just trying to race him from off the pace, and somebody in the middle pack stuck their toes again, scattered us all over the track, and I said, that's enough of racing today. Just going to head home. So a tough day for what my partners on White Tiger. I mean, I'd love to say sorry, but I really don't think I did anything wrong. He'll come back next week, and then onwards of 4,500. Johan and him were both very good today. So expecting big things. You know, we're having a big fall. It wasn't a great day, but it wasn't a horrible day. It could have been a lot worse looking at my flat tire and my dirty underwear. It could have been a much worse day. So at the end of the day, we look ahead. Big week coming for Tim Twaddle next week. Spirited Dio, who I can't drive, relax. She actually was mechanically okay. It wasn't James's fault when we scoped her. There was a little mucus there. That's why we didn't race her tomorrow. So Spirited Dio, probably get Dave Pallone to drive Spirited Dio. Johan, White Tiger, this horse that raced today, Oso Pine. There's a lot of good races coming next week for the Tim Twaddle stable. So frustrating day a little bit. I don't feel that frustrated. I feel a little robbed with White Tiger. Johan I was very proud of today. He did a great job and behaved himself very well. And you know, for the day we had overall was pretty good. Tim had a second in the last race. And now tomorrow we have globetrotting, Dave Pallone, I'll drive Path of Totality to the 9-hole, and then Wednesday I'm really excited to race at Glare AM. The weather's going to turn here real soon. It's going to get a little... Okay, the weather's going to get a little cold, and a chance of rain down to 14 or 15 here with a chance of rain. So it'll be long sleeve suits for the rest of the week. And then Friday after the races, I'm off to Lexington. So that's it for today. As I said, not the day I thought I'd had, but to be quite honest, in a game of inches, a lot better than the day I could have had. So take care. Hope you guys had a good day, good weekend. Lots of videos for you guys to look at. And if you're looking at the New Jersey ones, I see the Philly is sold out now. I feel bad. Somebody just asked me for shares. I'll be completely frank. I did keep some shares, 20 shares of the Colt and the Philly. And I don't want people left out this time of year, so maybe I'll just post those 20 shares and you guys can buy them. The Colt still has shares left, and I actually wanted to buy the Colt the most, and I like the Philly because of what Blair said. So they'll be leaving. The money was wired for them today. They'll be coming to Northfield Park, and Jason and I and the crew there will break the 2 Dios. So that's it. As far as this Dio thing goes, I'm not giving you forever. If you want some shares in Blue Bayou Dio, let me know. I do have a couple of shares left over. Take care.